Previously on Morrowind, every day since Frathen first approached me, I've been in service to another. When Frathen was done with me, he disposed of me like rubbish, and then the Imperials free me, only to use me for their own selfish purposes. How long until Caius and the Blades dispose of me? How long until I'm once again imprisoned, framed for something another did? I'm not proud of what I've done, fleeing Vvardenfell, but I am too proud to continue being a tool for some skooma addict's wild dreams. At least here, I am free. I can do what I want, when I want. I actually enjoy helping the people of Morrowind, the truly troubled souls, with their real problems. It's when I'm expected to save everyone. It's just too much. I'm sorry, Salvina. I hope you believe I'm long dead. I'd never want you to see the kind of man I've become.
Hello, and welcome back to some modded Morrowind with Valdryn Selis. So, we are just hanging out in the trade house with our best friend, Alamond Jaspethy. Me and him have become friends in a short matter of time. He seems like a good guy, and I love his beard. I wish I could grow a beard like that. I believe there is still some extra work here we can do, so I'm going to poke around and see what we can find. Jeloise Marard, a commoner here in Tain, mentioned that her mother from out of town is coming for a visit. Oddly enough, Jeloise didn't seem too happy about it. Seems like the kind of mission for us to deal with. I'm a little worn out after the Khajiit ring one.
Do not waste my time.
Hello, my name is Jeloise. I'm sorry, but I'm feeling a bit disoriented right now. My mother is coming for a surprise visit. And she wants to meet my betrothed. Your betrothed? My mother's always been very protective of me, always worrying for nothing. I thought I'd escape her when I moved here, but she kept sending me these letters all the time. I figured that she wouldn't worry anymore if she knew that there was someone else who was looking after me. So, I wrote her back that I was going to marry this guy, Ernald. Mother was quick to reply she'd come here to meet him. There's only one problem. I made him all up. Ernald doesn't exist. Oh boy, this is a good Valentine's Day quest, isn't it? Now I'm in the middle of a situation. Mother will come here expecting to meet Ernald, and when she doesn't, she's going to go nuts. I'm afraid she's going to move in. I'll never be free. What am I going to do? Wait a minute. She has never seen you before. I don't know, we go back pretty far. What is it? Mother doesn't know who you are. For all that she knows, you might just very well be Ernald. I know this sounds crazy, but would you be so kind as to portray my betrothed for the visit? Just answer her questions until she leaves. It'll be easy. Sure, why not? Thank you. Let me brief you a little on Ernald. You were born in Almalexia to a wealthy merchant's family. You have no siblings. You are a stockholder in a successful Quama egg mine. You are rich, but not filthy rich. We met in a guar wrangling show. I know it's silly, but that's where I wrote we met. You own a large manor in Old Ebonheart, and your favorite color is green. I guess that's all. Mother's coming tomorrow. Come back then. Okay. I will sleep for 24 hours. Hello.
I hope this won't take long.
There you are, my love. Say hello to my mother. Oh, she has your hair. Your face is just exactly what I expected for a mother-in-law. Hello, Parnilla. You must be my little Jeloise's suitor. I'm glad to finally meet you. Likewise. How do you do? My name is Parnilla Marard, Jeloise's mother, and you must be... Should we go with the lie, or should we tell the truth, or should we just make something up? Sergio Galerian Ratham III, Archduke of Tain, at your service. My name is Ernald. Let's help her out. I must say, Ernald, I'm rather surprised. For some reason, I pictured Jeloise's betrothed being a little bit more handsome. Oh, you're one to talk. Perhaps it's a matter of opinion. Well, love is known to be blind. I, on the other hand, am not. The The reason for this visit is to figure out whether or not you're worthy of marrying my precious Jeloise. Only then will you have my blessing. I am ready, Parnilla. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. What was it you did for a living? I wish to make sure that my precious Jeloise isn't marrying a slacker. I'm a stockholder in an egg mine. I don't believe I've ever heard of such type of mining. That certainly has an exotic sound to it. And is the egg mining business financially productive? Not really, but at least there's never a shortage of omelets. It is 4,000 to 5,000 septims a month. My goodness, Arnold, that is indeed rather well. But that certainly doesn't show in the way you two are currently living. When you do marry, I trust you will offer my precious Jeloise better accommodation. I own a manor in Old Ebonheart. We will be moving there after the wedding. That sounds nice, a manor. Certainly anything less wouldn't do. And you promise me you will treat her like a lady of the manor should be. I think she could be really useful working in the mines. I want to pick these options. We have servants to take care of the household. Her life will be that of leisure and luxury. Good, only the best for my little girl. Do you have any more questions, Parnilla? Thank you, Arnold, but this will be all. I must say I don't really know what to think of you. Some of the things you said don't make a whole lot of sense, but I trust my Jeloise knows you better. You have my permission to marry her. Thank you, Parnilla. It was nice meeting you too. I guess we have a wedding to plan then. Just leave it to us, Arnold. Jeloise and I will handle this. You will be wed in High Rock, yes? I'll book the High Chapel of Mara for you, and you will send me a list of your relatives, won't you, Arnold? We will not be inviting all of them, of course, just the closest 100 or so. Oh, there's so much work to be done. You were on your way out, weren't you, Arnold? See you later, my love. Until we meet again, darling.
This is going to be a long shift, I can tell.
Yeah, it is going to be a long shift. What? You're still here, go away.
I think you should...
There we go.
Why do you interrupt me?
Well, 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 if it isn't my dear betrothed. Well done, Arnold. Mother totally believed the act. She left for her home to arrange the wedding. You've bought me precious time. I will write her a new letter telling her that I've left Arnold for someone even richer. I'm positive that by the time she receives it, I'll have found someone who's real. I don't have much, but please accept this as a reward. It's a pretty good start to a Valentine's Day episode, or at least the day after. Lying about being betrothed. I like it, I like it. So we read this rumor last time, but I'm going to read it again. Did you hear there was nearly a bar brawl in Sirafe's trade house? A young Dunmer out of town started arguing with Alamon Jaspethi, even took a drunken swing at him. Thankfully, the guards arrived in time and dragged the troublemaker away to Fort Ancilis. There's the nearest jail cell. I think we've done all the missions here. Just kind of walking around, talking to anyone. I'm not seeing anything else. There was the Lighthouse one. We were just supposed to investigate smuggler boats in the Lighthouse near Tain. Otherwise, we might have to move on from our little vacation here and go somewhere else. Maybe we can go to Omanus down southwest. I don't know. I'm gonna try to find a lighthouse. It's gotta be along the coast. And I found it. There it is. So, are the smugglers just in the lighthouse or? Unnamed book. Third barrier ring. That's actually pretty decent. 15 points of shield. If I remember to use that, that's pretty good.
You may speak.
Oh. Pretty sure we just stole from this man. Hello. Welcome to the Lighthouse of Tain, stranger. I'm Arethis, the lighthouse keeper. I don't get visitors very often, so I wouldn't mind if you stay for a while. Say, why don't you have a drink with me? I recently got a shipment of good Maste. Here you go, friend. It's very suspicious, sir. I know it's been rumored in the village that smugglers have been landing somewhere near my lighthouse. I haven't seen anything. They must be imagining things. Yes, you are so suspicious. And I stole your book and one of your rings, sir. I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone was in here. Yeah, I kind of wanted to go to the top of the lighthouse. There's a cool view. I like it. Let's drink this strange man's alcohol he gave us. That's it? I'm not gonna black out and be in a slave pit?
What are you looking at?
That is not how I was expecting it to go. I thought I'd be blacked out and kidnapped or something. Okay, well, thank you for the alcohol. I'm going to break into your basement to see if you're smuggling stuff, though. Considering I found some moon sugar, pretty good chance that you are. Can we actually get in here with a unhinging? Yes, we should be able to. Okay, well, he's not smuggling, but he is murdering and decapitating. Sort of a, you know, almost as bad as smuggling. Almost. Look, a little Argonian head. Why can't I pick that up? I want to put that in my house. Some moon sugar. Rip in peace, lizard man. Rip in peace. Oh, some human flesh. Oh. In the basement of the Teyn Lighthouse, I found what appears to be the workshop of an amateur butcher. There's also the body of a dead smuggler. Well, he said there wasn't any smuggling going on, and there's technically not. He dealt with it. The man does good work. I see you found my little gunning room. Oh, don't look so judgmental. A man needs a hobby, lest he go utterly insane. And it's not like I was doing anything bad. I was ridding the good people of Teyn of smugglers and vagrants. I was doing our community a service, really. A service they must never learn of, naturally. They wouldn't understand. What happens now?
You in.
Let's find out together, shall we? Bring it on. Didn't even have to change clothes, you suck. Ooh, he's got some Drew boots. Are those better than Orcish? Yes, they are. Cool. We got a piece of armor to match our chest piece. And the Madman's gutting knife. Pretty terrible, but we'll stick it in our house. Okay. He locked it. Oh, I guess he had a key on it. Give me that. Well, now we can take all of his stuff. He's not here to object to it. We kind of already took everything he had. Some gold. It's not really worth a unhinging, but what can you do? It's at the end of the mission. There's a murderous lighthouse keeper and we killed him. There's no one I can report this to. Well, I mean, if we really wanted to, we could turn that into our house here. It's got everything we need. A bed, a murder room, murder tools. Probably not a good idea to be sleeping there. It's just a random chest here, so... Of course we're gonna open it. It could be anything. It could even be another unhinging scroll. Anytime now. There we go. A Wayrest Artesian Dagger. Sure, that looks pretty cool, actually. Why do I feel like that's for a quest and we just haven't found it yet? It's like a very specific thing just to find randomly. Alright, let's head over to the fort. You know, I could walk over there and level up my athletics, or we're smart about it. There you go. The Gwar looks hungry. I guess he does. He looks like a regular Gwar. Maybe they always look hungry. We gotta be careful when we talk to Imperial Guards, because if you ask for rumors, sometimes they'll give you the Fort Frostmoth rumor to start one of the DLCs.
Please,
and we don't want to start that yet. Greetings, Valdryn Selis. I am Cathelomar, champion of Fort Ancilis. If you're not here on official business, I suggest you move along. Oh, well, screw you. The natives say that this stretch of the inner sea wasn't always underwater. Maybe that's why there are so many legends about sunken ruins. Or all the sunken ruins are the reason people came up with the legends. Yeah, I guess so. Let's go find the guy in jail. I don't know why we're going to find the guy in jail, but people in Teyn keep talking about him. So much moon sugar.
Ask or get going.
And no one wants to buy it. It's starting to weigh me down. Nothing to say to me? This conversation has gone on too long. Any conversation with you has gone on too long. A Khajiit scholar is staying here at Fort Ancilis at the moment. Apparently he is interested in the history of the Teyn area from before the fort was built. He was looking for someone to lend a hand with his research. Well, there you go, another mission.
Khajiit will make special deal, yes.
Joe Agu, a bookseller at your service. Joe Agu must warn you, though, that his wares are rather limited. Khajiit is traveling light. Just the essentials with him. You see, I'm not here as a merchant, but instead as a scholar. And I've come here to do research for this new book. Why are you traveling light? Did you notice this one's pakwar in the courtyard in your way in? Even with a sturdy beast of burden like him, it would be nigh impossible to carry the whole library with Joe Agu. So, like I said, I only have the essentials. Want to learn more about these Imperial forts? You might be interested in Apel Licinius's Defense of Morrowind, or if you want to better understand the coats of arms, I recommend you read Dolmus Heth Surm's Imperial Heraldry in Morrowind. Yeah, I did see your Gwar out there. I named him Drozel after the Mad King of Senshal. Thankfully, he's far more level-headed than his infamous namesake. He is particularly fond of ash yams if you happen to have some. You're writing a book? It's going to be called Joe Agu's Histories of the Imperial Forts in Morrowind. It's still very much a work in progress, and I'm only just getting started. Khajiit is here to do research on Fort Ancilis. Right now, it is studying the heraldic symbols presented in this room. They might be the key to unraveling the fort's long-forgotten history. I'm not saying there is one, just that there might be. See the two-headed golden eagle crests? That's originally a Nordic symbol, over 4,000 years ago. Why would they place so many of them in this room for no reason? Together with this fort's coastal location, the eagles make Joe Agu imagine things. If I were an amateur archaeologist or a treasure hunter, he'd say an ancient Nordic ruin is buried underneath this fort. That is a ludicrous claim, of course. There's absolutely no archaeological evidence that a Nordic fort once stood here. That being said, Joe Agu needs to interview someone here in the fort, preferably a Nord, to get a hint of where to start digging. I haven't really gotten to know the fort's personnel, but if you wanted to help, you could ask people if they knew anything special about the fort's history. Yeah, sure, I'll ask around. Great, hopefully someone in this fort has something valuable to tell. Hopefully. Otherwise it's not much of a quest, is it? An Argonian blacksmith, you do not see that every day. Hello.
Must you make a pest of yourself?
You have such a way with customers, I see why they have you here. I'm going to sell the orcish boots now that we have the druid boots that are better. Yeah, it sucks. We have a lot of stuff that no one seems to want to take. Kind of just weighing us down, and we don't really have anywhere to put it. Well, the reason we came here was for the prisoner. I can't find the prison, unless this is it. Here we go. I don't know who or what you're looking for, but you won't find it here in the dungeons. Rowdy Rilmas is the only one rotting here, and he sure as hell is a waste of time. We're keeping him in here for assaulting a citizen in Tain. I wouldn't bother talking to him. The bloody elf's got a foul mouth. Do you know anything about the history of this fort? I'm not telling you that. Anything else? Oh, you'll tell me. History? Nordic ruins? I don't know anything about that. You should ask Shorvig, our priest. She's a Nord, so she might know. She's in the Imperial Cult Chapel. There's a lead for us. Where is our drunken brawler?
Don't come near me.
Hello. Rowdy Rilmas. That's a stupid name. I don't want to talk about it. Damn Alaman Gispethi, that old kook. This is all his fault. Do you think we're friends? Does it look like I feel like sharing? I'm Rilmas. They call me Rowdy. That's it. What? Were you expecting to share my life story or something? Yes. Not gonna say anything about that in here. Alright, we gotta get him to like us. Slip a couple G's between the bars. The old man's down in Serafade's trade house in Tain. I just wanted to have a word with him. Never meant things to get violent. But when I introduced myself, he made a face like I was just a piece of dirt under his shoe. So I took a swing at him. I missed and damn near broke my fist on the wall. Next thing I know, the guards are hauling me to jail. I don't know. Maybe there isn't a mission for that. Let's go talk to the Imperial Priest. Hello.
Someone should teach you some manners.
You know anything about the long-forgotten history of this fort? That might not be as far-fetched as it sounds. My ancestors never conquered the whole of Morrowind. They did make expeditions deep into the south on their longboats. It's known that they built makeshift outposts at landing sites. This fort could very well be located on such a site, built over an old outpost. But it's not that simple. Fort Selis is only a little over 100 years old. Dig down, and you'll find the remnants of its pre-Uriel V's era predecessor. Underneath that ruin is an even older Remen era keep, and after that, who knows, maybe the foundations of a dark elven watchtower. What I'm saying is that any wooden palisade that my ancestors supposedly built here would have been utterly destroyed by all the construction work that has taken place afterwards. I'd say your best chance at finding anything lies within the sea. My ancestors were seafarers after all. If this was once their outpost, then there should be some evidence of it at the bottom of the sea not far from the shore. Sunken weapons, armor, or jewelry. The inner sea water is only a little brackish, so they shouldn't be in that bad a shape. Up for a little diving, Valdryn Selis? I never told you my name, but sure. You should talk to Aphia Kalinius, our alchemist, in the next room before diving headlong into the sea. Maybe she has a water-breathing potion for you, and better be careful on your climb down. We did use like most of our water-breathing potions last time. She's got a couple. We'll buy them. They're not that expensive. We just need someone to sell our crack to. No revere means no one to sell it. And if we can find an ashiam, we could give it to the hungry Guar. I'm gonna wait till morning again, so it's a little brighter out. And I guess I'm just gonna swim around until I find something or give up. Whichever comes first. I-Star. Creepy. They're worth a lot though, so at the very least we can stick it in our house. It'd be nice to have a swim speed spell. We are super slow in the water. And yes, I already drank my 2 water breathing potions. I was over here on the other side and I couldn't find anything, so it's gotta be on this side somewhere. I think I see an axe right there, actually. Okay, let's get air. Shouldn't have used all my potions. I don't even know if we can get there and come back up. I'm just gonna grab the axe. I want to try to get all those pearls too, but do not have the water breathing capabilities. Should have been an Argonian, I guess. We're gonna start taking damage. You just gotta out heal. Thank goodness you can use weapons and armor in the water. Skyrim. I found an ancient Nordic battle axe under the sea near Fort Selis. I should let Shorvieg examine it. It kind of looks like they modeled it after the ancient Nord axe from Skyrim, which is actually pretty cool. I'm back.
Come on, then. Say something or move on.
I found an axe in the water. By Kind's wings, this battle axe must be from the first era. And what a beauty she is. See how well the steel has endured corrosion? I think it can now be safely established that there indeed stood a Nordic outpost here once. You have done well. You have done well. Don't you have anything else to say? Why is it still like highlighted like you do? Okay, well. Guess let's go tell our Khajiit friend.
Please, by all means, ask me lots of
If I can remember where he is. There you are.
Khajiit will make special deal, yes.
Oh, I don't like that your teeth kind of poke out of your mouth. That's very scary. Yeah, I found this axe. A Nordic battle axe from the first era. With this piece of evidence, no one can deny that Joe Aghu's theory is right. Thank you, Valdryn Selis. Thanks to you, I can now finish the Fort Selis chapter of this new book. Here, I want you to take this fine book as a reward. It makes for a very interesting read. Cool. So we get to keep the axe too, and we can stick it in our house. And it's a book we've already read. Well, you know Valdryn Selis, he is a well-traveled, well-read swordsman. But I think that's all there is to do in this local area, which it's quite a bit considering, I mean, maybe it's not true, but Tain kind of feels like it's supposed to be the Seyda equivalent of Tamriel Rebuilt. Got a lot to do, and there's more we could do if we could join the Legion. But of course we can't, much to the sadness of Valdryn, or at least used to be. Maybe we shouldn't be in Imperial forts. Probably not the best idea. So we can kind of go wherever we want now. Androthen, let's go there. I think that's a very, very big city. I think it's one of the more new areas that they've added to Tamriel Rebuilt. Maybe we can find some good work there. I'm pretty sure we've actually lost about 3 grand since we've arrived, maybe more than that, maybe 4 or 5. So this venture has not been very fortuitous so far. Part of it is because we can't sell anything to anyone. I haven't found like a good merchant yet, because we got all those gems last time and they're just clogging up our inventory. Is this Androthen? Yes. I thought it would be a lot farther away. No, it's actually pretty close. You can tell we're in town because my frame rate just dropped. Means there's a lot of stuff going on. How do we get in? Where's like the main road? See a man and his pet. Maybe he's selling stuff. Sir, do you want to buy my drugs? You look like the kind of guy to buy drugs. Gah! He struggles with lifting the chest and recoils in pain. What are you looking at, Inwa? I don't need your help. I can lift this chest myself. You need help? I've got it handled. Scram. Are you sure you don't need any help? I am quite sure. A little withering disease can't keep me down. I'll lift this crate without help from you or anyone else. Now go away. I insist. I can lift that chest easily. Just let me help. Bah, go ahead. Just quit bothering me when you're done. The chest is surprisingly heavy, but you managed to pack it into the Guar's bags. Oh, well, here. Now go away. You have already helped. Leave me be. You've helped. Get out of here. Alright. Jeez. What a nice man. How do you get into this city? Surely there is a gate at some point. There we go. Androthen. It's a cool name for a city. And even the guards look cool.
Cross me, and I'll have you breaking rocks in the mines.
Even if they are scumbags. Can I ask you about Androthen? No. Okay, well. I don't think I've seen you in Androthen before, stranger. Well met. I am Leilur Usi Varith. If you have any questions about the local economy or services, please do not hesitate to ask. Tell me about Androthen? This is Androthen. Yes, I know. Welcome to the greatest Dunmer port on the inner sea. Are you looking for services? Yeah, what do you got? You will find a lot of traders, outfitters, and craftsmen in Androthen. If you're looking for an inn to stay in, Outlanders tend to favor the Dancing Cup on the east side of town. The temple offers its services on the central island. The Hlaalu Council Club offers banking services in the council manor, but only for members of the house. Thank you. Thank you for your time, sir. Let's check out some shops.
Yes, sir.
Maybe we can pawn off some garbage. I also left a bunch of skooma and moon sugar in Tain, so have to remember to pick that up. All right, I think it's time to get rid of our Kwama Miner's Friend belt that we've never used since the first day we got it. And I'm gonna buy this belt she has. Basically just gives us a shield spell we can use. If I remember to use it, that'll actually be pretty decent. She also has some pants. They're not the best. Like the enchantment on them isn't very good, but you might as well. It's not that expensive, and you know, we just have regular pants on right now, so we'll make the trade. Why not? Sorry, ma'am, let me put on my new pants and my new belt. There you go. Now our pants are all nice and shiny. What is this? Golden Moons Club. I like the lighting in here.
Tell your friends about this place.
Our club has standards. Please leave, or I shall be forced to call the guards. Apologies, but the Golden Moons Club is exclusive to members of House Hlaalu. Excuse me. I very much doubt we can join House Hlaalu right now, but you know, let's keep it in mind. That's a cool helmet. I don't want it. Welcome, Outlander. I sell the finest weapons and armor this side of the Thier. At least that's what I would have said before I sold Cyrodiil Giant or Anus. It's a great name, Giant Anus. A cuirass made from inferior materials. That's a sad story, sir. Okay, so the helmet we have looks cool. And it has a pretty good enchantment on it. Or we could buy this Drew helmet that's way better and matches our boots and shirt. I think I'm gonna do that. But first, let's make him like us. I'll keep the helmet because it kind of looks cool, but I think I'm gonna switch to this. We could also get these bracers and just sell the wolf gauntlet. I do still like having a chub all the time. Maybe we should buy both of them. Yeah, there's definitely some custom armor here. I recognize new models and stuff. That's definitely a look. We look like a murderer, a mass murderer. But, you know, sometimes you gotta strike fear into the hearts of your enemies, right? We are getting weighed down. I swear it's because we can't sell anything. Not because of 50 different pieces of equipment we're wearing. Wait, that guy actually had a quest. He's a Cyrodiil adventurer who was staying in Androthen for several weeks. Told me he was preparing for an expedition. Something to do with his faith in the Nine. Pfft, the Nine. I think. I sold him a cuirass with clasps made from an inferior materials. The ones from an accursed Shipment of Steel I received. If he's still wearing it, I'd loathe to imagine what could happen to him. The clasps could break at the most inopportune moment. I need to warn him somehow, but I have no idea where he went. I could keep an eye out for him. You would? That's very kind of you, Dark Elf. I'd recommend asking Tor Asa Foles, the enchanter who runs a shop next door. The Imperial mentioned that he'll have the cuirass enchanted before he sets off for the wilds. A reasonable idea, but not even the mightiest enchantment will protect you if your armor breaks in half. Please let me know as soon as you find out anything. Tell me about the steel. I made a terrible lapse of judgment, Outlander. A traveling merchant approached me with an offer to sell me a very cheap shipment of steel ingots. He declined to disclose its source, but he insisted that the material is good enough for the Emperor's finest troops. At a glance, the steel seemed perfectly fine, so I agreed to the deal. Only after I made the cuirass for Cyrodiil, I realized I'd been duped, Schmeckledorfed. The blade I forged from it nearly broke in half. Interesting.
This one honors us.
I guess we'll just talk to the enchanter and keep doing this one?
I don't think so.
Can you tell me about Cyrodiil? Yes, an Imperial adventurer matching his description visited my store not long ago. He claimed that he's a devotee of Archay and is preparing an expedition to the Armun Ashlands. He asked me to enchant his cuirass and then departed immediately. It was quite late, so he planned to take a Siltstrider to Manaan and stay for the night at the Grey Lodge on the way to the Ashlands. The Grey Lodge is a tavern for travelers that are headed towards the Armun Ashlands. It's very hard to miss. Just take the Siltstrider to Manaan and follow the road to Arvud from there. The tavern is on a small hill overlooking the Ashlands. Okay. She didn't see a Siltstrider, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that as well. A wandering outlander with a taste for Dunmer pottery. Wonders never cease. That traveling merchant out of Manaan really messed up my order. It took 2 months for him to reach me, and when he did, he didn't have half of what I asked for. I haven't seen him around for some time, come to think of it. Probably too afraid to show his face around here. I wonder if that's the guy that we helped outside of town. Talking to you makes me look bad. Everyone in Androthen will say, "Oh, Bedvar Oren is friends with Valdryn Selis, that horrid outlander." I don't want that, so keep your questions brief. What a dick. You're new in Androthen, right? Want to hear a little secret? Sure. There's an abandoned diamond mine called Isurniawea north of here. I hear it's dangerous to go there if you're not a skilled acrobat or don't know levitation magic. I will
My price
keep
is
that in mind, but I'll probably forget it immediately. Thanks for the little secret, though. Can you buy some of my stuff, please? Well, I sold like 3 emeralds, so, you know, we're making a dent in it. But as the sun sets on Valdryn's 71st day out of prison and in Morrowind, we are going to end it there for today. Thank you for watching, and peace out.